What is going on, my friends? The Last Kingdom is back here again one more time. We have already watched 4 episodes of this series. We're going into episode 5. Loving this season of The Last Kingdom. They really so far has surpassed my expectation because normally on a normal basis not a lot of shows can go 5 seasons and still be this good. You know what I'm saying? With the writing, with the way how they present things, with the sound design, everything just comes together to make this great, awesome piece of work, right? And one of the things I talked about is how much The Last Kingdom does not get as much recognition as it should. I think a show like this should be on the level and get the kind of oomph, like say a Squid Game. But people don't share this show enough. You know what I'm saying? It is a Netflix show as well. So it's just one of those things where, yes, it has a fan base, but I think it could get the popularity that say a Squid Game got. You know what I'm saying? Squid Game was just very shocking. It was just very shocking. That's what pulled a lot of people in that first episode of what happened in the first episode of Squid Game. Everybody wants to watch it. This word of mouth just spread like wildfire. So kudos to them. Watch the show, loved it, but I think The Last Kingdom is still a better written show, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Let's jump into episode 5, and I will see you guys after further review. All right, so made a mistake in the intro. I thought I had watched 4 episodes already, but it's actually just 3 episodes that I watched. So this was episode 4 of season 5. One of the things that I love about this show, right? I point out a lot of things about this show that they do right. You know what I'm saying? And one of those things is music. You get what I'm saying? Music is one of those things that I don't think a lot of people understands how important it is to have a good score on your TV show. It plays a lot because music brings out emotions. Music brings you to a place. You know what I'm saying? It just brings you to a pain. It just brings you back to the famous Bob Marley line. You know what I'm saying? A good thing about music, when it hits, you feel no pain. You know what I'm saying? And that is a metaphor in itself. You know what I'm saying? It has a deeper meaning as to what that is, because you can't explain sometimes. Is it what you relate to? You know what I'm saying? And what that music is relating to is what kind of brings you to a place, you know what I'm saying, of bringing out whatever that particular emotion. You could be listening to a happy song and start crying. Like, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. You could be listening to the happiest of songs and just start crying, and you don't know why. Sometimes you know what I'm saying, you listen to sad songs, you break up with your girl or whatever, you listen to sad songs, you might start crying or whatever, and those, why you're listening to those songs. But sometimes you'll just be listening to songs and you're like, why the hell am I crying? There's no need to be crying right now. You know what I'm saying? And music is, it brings you to a state of relatability that I think a lot of TV shows, even if they have terrible acting, if you have good music, a lot of times you'll still draw an audience because you're letting that audience feel. So I don't think I've ever really talked about the music in this show and how well it really is. It's really well done. The music, the tracks that they use, unique to the show. I'm pretty sure that they have a composer that composed the music for the show. Very, very fitting for the time period as well. You feel like that's the kind of music they would play during that time, right? So they did a really good job of portraying that. I love that about this show so much. Also, shout out to Zurich 23M, man. That dude knows how to do music. Hopefully, in the future, I know he's probably not going to watch this reaction video, but I've reacted to a lot of his tributes for this show as well. And he knows what to do with music, and that's the thing that I always say, like, music, it plays a huge important role in in creating shows like this. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is that because we do reactions, and also to get these reactions up on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, you'd rather not have music. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times those music are copyrighted, and it just creates a dilemma for us reactors getting these videos up on YouTube. So it's really one of those things where I love this show to the point where, you know what I'm saying, it has brought me to tears before. The relationship between Uhtred and Alfred, and the relationship between Uhtred and Ethelfled has always been two of my favorite relationships in the show. I was really sad when Ethelfled decided not to be with Uhtred, you know what I'm saying, and decided to have a vow of chastity and to rule Mercia. But I get it, you know what I'm saying. It's not like I don't get why she did what she did. But I was very saddened by it, because I think it could have been one of those things in TV land, if you will, that could have been talked about for ages, this great written relationship in the show. But other than that, it was still well done, and it was very fitting that she died in his arms. Very fitting. I'm glad that he got back there in time to see her one last time, or at least to have a conversation. You know what I mean? So I was really digging that. They did a very good job with her final whatever scenes and everything that she did in this episode. They did a fantastic job of building up to that moment. The procession. King Edward, what are you doing, sir? I don't even know how to even approach what you're doing here. Like, I am confused. I have no idea. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. I do understand why he did it. Was it the right thing to do? No, it's not the right thing to do. I totally understand why he did it. It's just there could have been an easier way to do it. But I understand where he's saying that he wants to stop the bloodshed, kill the few to save the many. You know what I'm saying? Bigger picture shit. I get it. You know what I mean? And you know what Uhtred said at the end there to Ethelstan is really weird. Will Ethelstan ever take the throne? Probably. You know what I'm saying? Now that he sees what it is, I wonder if he still wants to become a king and be different. You know what I'm saying? And as Uhtred said, he said, I don't think they want to. I think this is something that they have to do to be king. You know what I'm saying? To shed blood. It's everybody wants to be the good king. Everybody wants to be a Jon Snow, if you will. But at the end of the day, what you got to do to stay on that throne, to be that guy, it's the decisions you have to make. I personally would not have gone that route. You know what I'm saying? I think confronting them, and maybe, I guess there's no crime against taking bribes as a politician, if you will, because they're politicians, really. You know what I'm saying? I guess there's no crime against it, because if he had done it legitimately and appoint some people as maybe jail them or something, I mean, back in the day, they probably would have just killed them anyways. You know what I'm saying? But to not have any sort of trial, I don't know if they had trials. I think they did, because I think they've done it in the past where they have trials and stuff like that. So it's a situation where he could have confronted the Witten and, about them taking bribes. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe that dude that was like on the fence about things because of what Ethelfled did for him before she died, maybe he would have came out and be like, yes, we did take bribes, we all met with this dude, you know what I'm saying, and we knew that it was coming from Athel, whatever his name is, right? Hathelm. So it's one of those things, man, where you're just like, the way how he handled it was not the right way, but did it get the results he wanted? Yes, he did. But you know what I'm saying, does this mean that there's not going to be any retaliation as well? That's yet to be seen. The whole situation with Pyrlig and Brida, you know what I'm saying, having that conversation, I don't know if she's going to come around now. I don't know if the rest of the season is going to be about Brida, reflecting. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm definitely down if they want to do a redemption arc for Brida. I'm down to see how they might pick her character up for her to come around to understand, Uhtred, understand what has been going on. I'm not saying she has to become a Christian or anything. I'm just saying that she needs to come around to understanding that a lot of these things that's been happening to you, you have to take some accountability, man. You can't just be blaming everybody. You know what I'm saying? You kill your man or whatever, but you call it betrayal, whatever you want to call it. You killed them, right? I wonder how that conversation went with your daughter, but who knows? It's Brida, right? So I'm down for a redemption arc if they want to do it for Brida. I'm down. But in any case, that is all I have to say. This episode was brilliantly done. Once again, The Last Kingdom is just, they're on point. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. And I will catch you guys for the next one. Peace.